Hey folks, and welcome to week number 2. So this week, we've just got a single due date this week. I want you to complete the week 2 readings, engage in the week 2 discussion, and then begin the essay 1 assignment. So you're going to read the assignment, look at the proposal, download the proposal template, and then write the essay 1 proposal. We'll go ahead and go through all of that. So again, as always, here's your video. We've got, again, these folders that open and close. There are readings. There's just one reading for this week, The Online Stories We Tell by Amanda Miska. Okay. And then a discussion post here. This is going to be the same group you worked with last week. So my intent is to keep you guys in these groups all semester long. So last week we focused on Lynch's article about how Rodriguez and Steele implemented those ideas. One of the things we didn't talk about is what point Rodriguez and Steele, and adding in this week, Amanda Miska's essay wanted to make. So for this week's discussion, focus on explaining what point one of these three authors made in his or her essay. Then consider how that narrative helps them to make the point. So this is different from just telling a story. It's about trying to communicate a point with your essay. So that's the discussion for this week. Again, same groups as last week. From there, from there we'll go on to the essay 1 folder. So the assignment, proposal, a sample proposal, and I'll try to get you guys samples of almost every writing assignment that you're going to do. The essay 1 proposal template, I'll show you that in just a second, and then where you want to submit that proposal. So what we're going to do first is go into the assignment. So one of the reasons these videos are always so important is I do try to go through the essay assignments in them. So for the background here, and every essay will be structured basically the same way. I'll give you some background and explanation of what I want you to focus on, and then, of course, some other ideas. In the upper corner here, you'll see the words and the basic criteria. So far, we've been doing an investigation as to how the writing we will do here differs from which we did in high school. And we've been reading and studying the art of the personal essay. We've read 3 personal essays at this point, all of which had a clear point. So for essay 1, I want you to write a 1,000 to 1,500 word essay. Okay, like the others you've read this week, it should be a narrative. It needs to tell a story. It should also be an essay, which means it has a point. Okay, so it's got to be a narrative that has a point. You can, like Rodriguez, talk about an experience with language that changed you and that others might appreciate understanding. You can, like Steele, address your experience with race. You can also write about, as Lynch says, love, sex, mashed potatoes, turtles, getting lost, getting drunk, getting migraine headaches, noise, things people hate, things people love, and deer antlers. Okay. I want you to think about something that changed your understanding of something else. Something that actually altered the way you think. And I want you to write about that. Excuse me. I also want you to think about something that other people can relate to and learn something from. So the things to consider here, I'm interested in seeing a clear point, although this can be implied rather than made explicit. You don't have to say, I am trying to show you blah, blah, blah. I'd prefer you don't do that. I want you to kind of imply what we're learning here. The goal isn't to write a traditional academic essay or to persuade your reader. It's to investigate an experience that changed you in a way the reader will respond to. Try to focus on a specific moment or a specific series of moments. Generic telling or a time isn't as helpful, okay? Specific moments. I'm not a huge stickler for length or format. Page numbers are super helpful. I'm not really too concerned with like the headings or any of those sorts of things. However, short papers are typically underdeveloped and long ones tend to be unfocused. So I give you guys the word count because I think it's about what you need to shoot for in order to be successful. Be creative, be inventive, and think about doing something cool. Okay, so that's essay 1. And as always, if you've got questions, you're not sure where you want to go with this, please don't hesitate to reach out. So the rest of the essay 1 folder here, we'll see we've got a sample proposal. Let's give you an idea of what I do when I give you a sample. It's going to be in PDF format. It'll pop up. And I actually even give you a little explanation here as to what everything is. So it'll be in memo format. The template's already in memo format. The topic of the essay, the point of the essay, and the goal of the essay. I want you to actually take a look over the sample. Take a look at it very carefully. And I want you to think through how you might be able to stylistically mimic this in explaining what it is you think you want to do for essay 1. Finally, here's the template. just a Word document. You can download it. If you're using a Chromebook, not a problem. It's a piece of cake to just download this and open it up in Microsoft Docs, or excuse me, in Google Docs. No problems there. And all you have to do is then just export it, save it as a Word document to submit, okay? Or PDF or whatever. PDF works as well. And then finally, right here is where you will submit the SA1 proposal. All right, that's what we've got for this week. If you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I am here to help.